But first, Westchester County's budget has passed, but questions remain tonight over whether or not it is legal after 8 Democratic lawmakers walked out in mid-session. Good evening, everyone. I'm Janine Rose. Westchester County legislators passed a budget this afternoon, but questions do remain over whether or not it counts. 2 county Democrats broke rank to vote with the Republicans, and 8 others then walked out of the board chambers, all before the budget was even voted on. News 12's Grace Noon is at the county office building in White Plains tonight. She's got the latest on this very heated political battle that could end up in court. Grace.
Well, Janine, this certainly was an uncharted course when it comes to a budget vote. Those Democrats sided with the Republicans because they say they oppose the changes that their fellow Democrats had made to County Executive Rob Astorino's budget proposal. But when the majority of Democrats called it for an adjournment, that's really when the meeting got started. Westchester County Board Chairman Ken Jenkins adjourned the meeting Friday, but it wasn't over. 7 Republican legislators and 2 Democrats remained behind, saying that adjournment was illegal.
And it's actually a disgrace that 8 legislators tried illegal maneuvers and walked out of the chambers and didn't fulfill their duty.
They stayed inside the legislative chambers, even though at one point someone turned off the lights and the microphone system. They set into motion a new meeting where the lawmakers who remained behind passed a budget. They held a press conference before the vote, explaining why they had to submit their own spending plan.
It doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or whether you are a Republican. We have to remember that as legislators, we were all elected to serve and to protect our constituents and their interests.
But the Democrats counter what the Republicans and 2 Democrats did was wrong and not a true budget vote.
I'm shocked that any Democrat would support the level of political patronage jobs and not balance out for the fiscal responsibility for Westchester County. I'm just completely shocked.
Budget does not have to be done today. The charter says it has to be done by the end of December. This was a circus. Those people should be ashamed of themselves.
The new budget prevents 30 out of 126 layoffs. It requires low-income parents to pay more for daycare, but not what the county executive originally proposed. It also saves all police and probation department positions that would have been cut. Now, the Republicans tell us that everything in that budget is legal, while the Democrats say that's not the case at all, and they wanted County Executive Rob Astorino to take a look at that budget one more time. We're here at the county office building in White Plains. Grace Noon, back to you, Janine.
Grace, usually when there's a political battle like this one playing out so publicly, the whole thing usually ends up in court. Do we think a judge is ultimately going to have to decide if this budget document is legal or not?
It may come down to that because County Executive Rob Astorino is signing the budget, but the Democrats say that he shouldn't be doing that at all, and if that requires some legal efforts on their part if they have to do so. So we'll just have to see how this all plays out and whether or not a judge will decide. But right now, county legislators say, the Republican side at least, that there is a budget in place.
All right, Grace, thank you very much. But of course, we have more. Today's unprecedented move is leaving many who rely on Westchester County funding wondering what this all means for them.